How this? It just keeps on flowing, doesn't it? Columbia University's Teachers College offering a course on Trumpism. The instructor of the class defined Trumpism as political polarization, escalating inequality, and persistent racism, misogyny, xenophobia, and homophobia. Look who's here. Cabot Phillips, campusreform.org media director. Why don't you lead the discussion and give us your comment on Trumpism? Because it's at the Teachers College.
The thing that jumps out most is this is taxpayer money that is funding a teacher college. So these are future teachers that are now learning how to instruct their students on Donald Trump's presidency from the standpoint of dealing with his racism, xenophobia, bigotry, all these things they point out. I just can't imagine what would happen if 2 years ago a college at a taxpayer-funded institution taught a class on dealing with teaching in the age of Obama. And they said anything remotely negative about President Obama, it'd be, no, this is absurd. You need to teach from an unbiased perspective. And this is what we see. Many times, too, they try and hide the bias on college campuses. This is in the syllabus. The blatant bias right there in the syllabus that they're pushing on college students.
But there's nothing you can do about it, is there? Nothing.
There is something we can do about it. I think it starts with accountability like this, where you begin to shine a light on it to where the school feels pressure. They understand. People know what's going on. There's some pressure there. But as far as a student goes, there's nothing the student can do about it, really. They go to the administrator. They're not going to get any help there.
Supposing one of the students, a future teacher, stood up and said, "You're totally wrong. You're totally wrong." Would they pass?
I would be not surprised at all if their grade was docked. We report on cases all the time at Campus Reform where students stand up to their liberal teachers and they either get their grades docked, they get made fun of, they get ostracized. It's the opposite of what should be happening in college, which is, discourse, that word that we don't like to talk about.
I want to deal with this. It's a headline. It's from your organization, campusreform.org. Here's how it reads. Meritocracy is a tool of whiteness. That is a claim of a math professor. You better explain this.
I think she needs to explain a little more. She wrote in a journal saying that a system that rewards students and grades students based on their accomplishments, their merit, is inherently racist because it puts non-white students at a disadvantage. That claim is racist because she's saying if we just grade students based on what they're doing, then non-white students aren't going to succeed. That's a racist claim that she made right there. She doesn't understand the irony of that statement.
She's making the statement that non-white students don't perform as well as white students.
That's exactly
what she's saying.
That's exactly what she's saying. And sadly, our country has gone away from judging people on the content of their character, as Martin Luther King said, and we've started to label people based on the color of their skin, their sexual orientation, their gender, not things that are actually important in the real world. These students are going to graduate thinking, when I get to my job, my skin color is more important to my boss than what I provide. That's not how the real world works. They're going to realize it's about the product, the service you provide to your employer and to your customers.
I'm a newly minted American citizen. I'm very proud of what America stands for.
Welcome
to the show.
Hopefully you can help us reform our education system.
Cabot, you're a good man. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.